Hello everybody, welcome to another quick video. Now I'm going to do something slightly different today, but kind of not different. I'm going to try a little bit of street work, but I'm actually going up to Matlock Bath on the train from Cromford Station, which, if you know, you kind of know, this is where the cover for Some Might Say by Oasis was shot. So yeah, quite a familiar scene to some. But yeah, taking the GX-7, theory is Matlock Bath, big biker hub, massively busy. It's like a seaside resort in the middle of the Peak District kind of thing, that sort of feel. So I'm going to try going out and seeing how much you can blend in with something like this. Just an experiment more than anything. So there'll be quite a few sort of shots of the bikes. There's a fair chance there'll be a few interesting cars wandering by. It's not a bright day, but it's not too bad either. So it should be a good mix of stuff, and hopefully we'll get something reasonable out of it. But let's go and have a wander, go catch the train, and let's go and see what we get. So here we are, a very, very noisy, very busy Matlock Bath. I was stowing the Osmo away a bit. Obviously, I've been trying to disappear with the GX-7. It's pointless having the bloody camera out, isn't it? So, try and keep it sort of low-key, see what's around. I've always seen a few bikes around, so hopefully see a few more and a few interesting cars. Let's see what sort of thing we can find. So I've just ducked down by the river, so it's a little bit quiet, so I can have a quick chat. Essentially, yeah, I'm using the GX-7 with the 1232 on, so I want to try and sort of blend in and essentially disappear. So take a few shots. It's mostly going to be about the cars and the bikes. Will be some people involved. There's a few nice scenes as well. There's a lovely bit just looking up the river over here. So yeah, there's a few varied shots going to be available. I'd say it is going to be very noisy because the bikes are very noisy. This essentially is like a hub for motorbikes. I'd never understood exactly what the draw was, but it's like a seaside resort in the middle of the country. It's very, very strange sort of setup, but it attracts so many bikes, it's untrue. So you do get a lot of bikes here, you get a lot of classic cars, and obviously if we can disappear with this, it'd be absolutely ideal. So we're going to have a go, a few bits of B-roll, and I'll speak to you when I can. But definitely I'll be sort of trying to blend in as much as I can. Obviously, there are a lot of kids around, a lot of families, so picking the shots carefully, and just basically sort of being a bit mindful about people being around. Don't want to be in people's faces, but I want to sort of try and get a bit of the feel of the place, if we can do that. So what I'm probably going to do as well, I'll be pulling the JPEGs off this and doing the edits direct. So all the shots that you see will be sort of pulled from here. So I like doing that because it makes me think about the exposures and make sure I'm getting the shot right rather than relying on pulling stuff back in RAW. It's just how I like to shoot. It's old school from being, sort of shooting film back in the day and having the versatility. It's still ingrained into my system that I'll shoot properly first rather than relying on edits to fix the problems. But yeah, let's go and get into the mix, as it were, and let's see what's about. So I've had a quick walk through. Not as many bikes as we were expecting. I've seen it before where you can't even move the bikes. But yeah, a couple of interesting ones. A few characterful people around. But a few little bits and bobs poking out, but being really careful because there's stacks and stacks of families here. Obviously, I don't like incorporating children into shots. It's just something I don't like doing. But we're just wandering through by the pavilion and look at this whole building. Absolutely gorgeous old thing. So I could grab a couple of shots there. It's got black and white screaming out for it, really. So a bit of that. We're going to wander up, then wander back down the river, looking over. Might be something interesting looking that way. But yeah, it's busy, but it's not completely manic like we've seen it before. So it's not been too bad. But like I said, there's more to go. And like I say, we're getting towards lunchtime, so hopefully, I wonder whether we'll be able to. Just hearing a few. A6 there, we'll start filling up with bikes and we'll get some proper shots a bit further down. But yeah, a few shots here I think. Now we'll get wandering down and over the river. Like I say, where it is at the moment, it's a bit quieter anyway, so it makes it a little bit easier for just shooting a few bits and bobs. In general though, people don't seem to really notice you with this. I've seen one guy that did play it up a bit, did grab a shot. Bit of a character really, but yeah, quite nice. But other than that, yeah, it's just like people just don't seem to notice you because you've got this rather than, you know, the big camera, which is quite nice. But right, carry on wandering and see what sort of bits we can find sort of down by the riverside. You never know what's going to turn up. So a little bit of chatter about the settings. Playing a little bit. Well, the static stuff, aperture priority, messing around with the aperture, just letting the ISO sort itself out because it's bright enough, it's stuck at 200, and the shutter speed just whatever it wants to be. For stuff that's moving by, like the bikes, been experimenting a bit, go to about 1,000th of a second on shutter priority. Just trying to sort of freeze the motion as they go by, but still get a little bit of movement in it. So it's a bit of a play really, because I've not done this sort of thing with this camera, so there's a lot of learning involved. But we're down in the Derwent Gardens area, which the river's just over there. Absolutely belting tree just over yonder, that was beautiful. Rowing boats below it, quite nice. So yeah, we're going to have a wander down here, see what we can pick off. A cracking fountain over there, might be able to do something up because there's a bandstand with nobody in, might be able to frame something up. But this is what I'm doing, I'm just like playing with it, just trying to sort of capture the mood of the place and sort of tell a bit of a story about what it's like. I mean, Matlock itself, Matlock Bath was originally one of the old sort of Victorian baths. So the water's here, sort of supposed to have the healing properties and stuff like that. It's based on a thermal spring, so there's actually part of the Matlock Bath Museum where they still actually got sort of, they put things in the water and it petrifies them and stuff like that, because it is very, very sort of rich in minerals. But yeah, so that's where Matlock Bath itself sort of originally sort of sprung up from, but it's a massive tourist destination, and like I say, it's quite nice for a bit of a wander. So at the very top end of Matlock Bath, and just over my shoulder there, is what's known as the Cascades, a little bit of a waterfall. We're still in a very, very dry spell at the moment, so it's not a raging torrent, but it's quite nice to have a look at. There's a little bit of a shot from there, just about this tree actually, because you've got fencing on it to stop people from getting in the private fishing area, and bits of string hanging down. I say it ruins it a little bit, but yeah, it's not too bad really. Sort of get a shot in there, so something a bit interesting. So we're going to have a wander down the other side, essentially looking back over to the main drag, as it were. We might see something, might not, but there's some cracking trees along here, which, if you know me, is always a good thing. But yeah, we'll have a bit of a wander, see what we can see, and hopefully we'll get a few more shots in from there, because there are a little sort of few boat trips as well, so could work quite well. But for once, it's actually really still down here, because you're smack bang in a valley, so it's not like you've got a problem with sort of high winds channeling down. So it's nice and still, and both of them, the water's quite nice for a reflection, so yeah, some options with that as well. You may notice a bit of a theme over the last few videos that I've been using the GX-7, and you might be thinking, oh wow, what happened to the OM1? You might not be, obviously, but you might be thinking, what happened to it? I've still got it, and I do shoot with it regularly, just I've not been bringing you along when I've been shooting with the OM1, because I do shoot quite a bit, and then I'll sort of do bits for the video. Normally when I'm out and about, I'll try and do something that might be interesting for a video. But sometimes when I'm out shooting, it's just me sat out there with a camera, so it's not exactly interesting material, so I don't tend to bring you along. But with this, I've been enjoying the lightweight, sort of, kind of hidden effect that you get from it, because it doesn't look anything spectacular. You know, it's not got this pro sort of look to it or anything like that, so it just means you just blend into the system, and it lets you get somewhat more sort of candid shots because people aren't aware that you're pointing a camera at them, whereas with the OM1 it is quite obvious. But hopefully you're enjoying this little series anyway. There are going to be some more bits I'll be doing, probably involving this and with the OM1 as well, moving forward. But there's also a couple of bits that they'll be happening beforehand because we're planning a bit of a trip into Scotland. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of that coming up soon. But with how things are today, this has been an ideal companion. So have a wander down the river now, pick off some bits and bobs and wander back up, see if there's more bikes, so I can get some nice little shots of those, because some of them, yeah, I'm not really a bike person, but they are quite pretty. So yeah, get a bit noisier now, so I'll put you back in the bag and we'll keep wandering. So there we go, a bit of a wander around Matlock Bath. I'm just going to get the train back now to Cromford. It's got very busy now, but nice bikes. Yeah, a bit of an atmosphere, a few people around. Yeah, it's a little bit of a fun afternoon out. Really enjoyed taking this, and literally I got spotted by 2 people and that's it, taking the shot. So yeah, it does work, it blends in. So yeah, I think I made the right choice. But if you enjoyed the video, please do hit thumbs up, and if you really enjoyed it, hit subscribe. Free of charge, but you get to see more of this stuff every week from me. But from a very, very busy Matlock Bath in Derbyshire, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time. Take care.
Lost my way in the city, and I feel alone when you're with me. I look for places where I can't hide. I guess I've been searching for places, some familiar faces. I think I just need a little light. I've been trying to fake it, I have said I can take it, but I think you should let me go. 'Cause I need some time. 'Cause it has been too long since I got any sleep. Yeah, it's been a while since I've gotten some time just for me. Yeah, I need some time. I think I just wanna feel like home, but these days I just feel long gone, and I don't know how to make it right. I've been trying to fake it, I have said I can take it, but I think you should let me go. 'Cause I need some time. 'Cause it has been too long since I got any sleep.